Um, ended. How did it end? I just started it. What are you talking about? Got me. Okay, forget that. That's odd too. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hey, there it goes. What's going on, Julio? Hold on one second, brother. I'm still setting up. I was busy. Oh, never mind. It came out. You. All right, there we go. Yeah, it should be open now. Yeah. It should be open now. Hold on one second. Yeah, it's on now. Yep. Yes, sir. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hold on, I'm still getting the chat set up here. Just give me one second. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Oops. Ah, you stupid thing. All right, I'm working on it. Hold on. Yeah, if you would, yeah, head over. That'd be great. Yes, please do. Please do. Please do, Julio. Julio. What am I missing here? Missing something. Hmm. There we go. Thank you, my brother. Let me see if this works. There we go. Yep. Uh, channel. Oh, hush. Why doesn't that work? Dashboard. There we go. All right, I got it. Yeah. I think it'll probably be today. Hopefully, we'll see. Or most likely this weekend. So many people are going to have off of work and everything because of the cold weather. It'll probably be a pretty good weekend. I would suspect. Hello. Hey, no problem. That's cool. I understand. I got you. All right, let's see. Let me make sure I get this set up. Bam. Where am I going? Here, here. What am I missing here? Oh, let's do it like this. New tab, okay. And then audio. Audio. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. I just forgot to search up the ice flood. I did. I did search that up last night. It didn't. I couldn't find anything. It said 1,818 people were killed. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about it. The Great Blizzard of 1888 or 1818? Which one are you talking about? Ice flow. Yeah, the ice flow of 1888. There you go. 1818. All right, let's see. Based on the provided search results, there's no of 1888. It was the early like, challenging years. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that. Are you sure? It says nothing was resulted. 1818? 1818? Dang. Oh, in 2015, it got almost 10 feet of snow. What happened? Oh, 2015, obviously. Yeah, search it up. Find if you can find out what it was. I can't seem to. At least Google don't know. Boston storm 1818. The Great Blizzard of 1888. It says the greatest average in Boston for 2 days was 27 inches. I remember we had 48 inches in 2 days in Maryland. Let's see what the Great Blizzard of 1888 is. All right, the Great Blizzard of '88 was 1888. Sherman, hold on. Okay, the Great Blizzard of 1888 was one of the most severe recorded blizzards, deadliest. Oops, 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 oops. That was on the East Coast from Chesapeake Bay to Maine. I used to live on Chesapeake Bay, Canada, from 8 to 58 inches of fell in parts of New Jersey, Connecticut. Sustained winds of 45 miles per hour and snow drifts in 50 feet. What up, Cap? Did where are you at, Cap? I can't even remember already. You in Maine? Do you remember? Do you have memories of that storm? They say it started out. The day started out in the 50s. Nebraska. Confined to their homes for a week. Railway telephone lines were disabled. Impetus to move these pieces of infrastructure. Oh, move the infrastructure underground. Yeah, in the UK. So it's plastered all over our Capitol building. Wow. The nor'easter. Oh, you can't read it because I'm an idiot. Typically, that was the time. Drifts averaged 30 to 40 feet over the tops of houses. Reports Gravesend 52 feet or 16 meters. How do you know that what you're reading is real? I don't know. I don't know. So what I love about the internet, John, is some people can say that ain't real. This is what actually happened, and then true truth comes out. Um, Kids disappeared and teachers tried to save their lives and they weren't found until spring. I remember that story because there was like individual schoolhouses and the teachers sent the kids home and the kids never made it home and there was so much snow. Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean why read it? Do you ever go to the movies? Do you ever read fiction, comic books? Bones up, everyone. Yeah, study all sources. I don't know. Get happy medium and go from there. Right? Yeah. So I'm not doing a report for school that counts on a grade. I'm here to entertain and to educate as best I can with the knowledge I have available. You remind me of someone. Bones up, Chakras Dad. What up, monster? What up, brother? Okay, Great Flood of 1936. Let's see, the Great Flood of 1936. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. All right, what happened? After the record snowfalls in winter and sudden spring fall, rivers across Massachusetts and New England overflowed. Heavy rain made it worse. Rivers like the Connecticut, Merrimack, and Charles rivers reached unprecedented levels. While it was unique, entire towns were underwater for weeks. Railroads, bridges, and roads were washed up. That voice. Thank you, my friend. This is the problem. We don't have any discernment. I get, dude, I get Adrian Brody, I get John Wick, I get Bill Nye the Science Guy, I get what's the guy, the shock jock guy from New York? I get a lot. Adrian, most I get Perry Farrell, Adrian Brody, and John Wick, and then I get that chick, that a vegan teacher. I get that a lot. Interstellar. Interstellar. Ben Affleck. Hold on, who was in it? Who was in it? Oh, Matthew McConaughey. Or Timothy Chalamet. I don't know which one. I don't look like him, I don't think. But yeah, probably that right there. Definitely not Matt Damon. I would suspect at least. I'm so old. I'm so old. Wait, the bottom knocked out the bottom. The bottom knocked the lantern over in the hippo. The bottom. The. Do you remember the Great Fire? I think it was in 1905, where a cow. They said a cow knocked it over, but it ended up being a woman that was mad at her husband. Yeah, Matthew. Oh, the voice. A historical icon, Massachusetts State House, built bought in 1978, designed by Charles Bulfinch. Let's see. What was it? The Massachusetts State House, built in 1978. That's pretty freaking cool. You could be Matthew's dad. Let's see how old he is. Hold on. Matthew McConaughey's age. He's 7 years older than me. He doesn't look 56, and I mean. All right, what was it? The State House. Oh man, look at that. That's pretty cool looking too. They actually used big ass hunks of marble and stuff back then. And then now buildings are just freaking boxes. Money makes you younger. You know why? EA Sports. It's in the game. Oh, here was the old State House. And then they were like, no. Now we got to go to this. Ackerman Island. Ackerman Island, Kansas. Yeah. Yeah, they just don't do stuff like that anymore. Oh, here's your baseball diamond. Wonderland. Huh. Trinity Church, Boston. Trinity Church, Boston. Yeah, see what I'm saying? They just don't do kick ass stuff like that anymore. You know how difficult it would be to make an open space that big? Now they use pillars and stuff in the middle of a lot of places instead of outward shell structures. I think they're called. That's gold. It was built on a sandbar. Okay. This was built on a sandbar, and they removed it. Oh, Ackerman Island was removed. Gotcha. Look, hang on, I was about to say. With great prejudice, the Hatch Memorial Shell. The Hatch Memorial Shell, Boston. An outdoor concert shell in the Charles River. Damn it. The Hatch Memorial Shell. Not Patch. The Hatch Memorial Shell, Boston. There we go. All right. And he said, I said, all right. Go. And outdoor oh wow, that's pretty freaking cool looking too. Man, I bet you. Look, this stuff's coming back. People are going to get so tired of not knowing what's real and what's fake with AI that people are going to go back to actual see stage performances, stage plays, music, all that stuff. Okay, built in 1940s, redesigned multiple times. Boston Pop sponsor. Okay. In a world split by, in a world split by food versus evil. In a world, in a world. Have you ever heard the trans man one of them? Yes, woman's. Yep, yep, yep. There's a hold on. Hey, you my friend. Thank you, brother. We got it up to 11. Oh, you know what? I should have started a. I should have started a what's it called? Let me do that real quick. I wonder if it counts. Hold on, let me see. FRIEN. Man, I wonder if it counts. That's so freaking awesome. Man, yeah, 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 right. Yes, yes. A nut cup, right. Yeah, we W's, W's, W's. Gillette Stadium. Gillette Stadium. Okay, home team for the New England Patriots. Yes, yeah, they still make stadiums kind of cool. The one they did, the newer one they did in Baltimore, the for the Orioles. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, the new one they did for the Orioles was kind of wackadoodle, and then they did the one for the Ravens. But yeah, Gillette Stadium. I guess is it being built. 65,000 for football games, expandable to 70,000 for concerts. Opened in 2002. This is pretty freaking cool. Look at the woodwork on the that must have taken freaking so long. The woodwork inside of the shell. Oh wow, this is a concert being there. That's pretty cool looking. And the seats are just concrete. It looks like. Hold on, am I seeing the wrong thing? Oh no, it's standing room. Nah, they got to put seats in there. Yeah, these people are sitting down. MIT Center stage count. Why it's cool. Frank Gehry Gehry Gary MIT State Center. MIT State Center. What the world is that? Hold on. What? Nothing makes any sense. Am I doing something wrong here? This? Why is it all wackadoodle looking? Is that look everything's all crazy. That looks AI. Look at this. Wow. It looks like somebody crumbled up the designs and said, "You do it." And then somebody like unfolded the paper and had a bunch of wrinkles in it, and this is the way it turned out. They made that in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Man, that's all wacky looking. What's the big pickle looking thing? Oh, just from the wrong side. That's pretty freaking cool. That's pretty freaking cool. Okay, let's see. World's most impressive architecture. Oh, come on. Wow. Wow. I've never even seen this here. Never even, unless I'm not, yeah, I've never even seen that. I have no idea what that is. Or this. That's pretty freaking cool. Damn. Wow. This is the inside of what? Indoor architecture. Hold on. Let's look through. It looks AI as hell. I wonder if that's real. It's an art collection, but it says beautiful architecture. But I wonder if it's actual architecture or if it's just painted architecture, like a rendering. Yeah, that's so freaking awesome. Look at that. Look how freaking huge the spires are. The Fredericks Museum. Wow. This is where I want to live. That's the surfboard. The Fairbanks house. The Fairbanks house. That's pretty cute. I got a well out front. Oh, no, that's a sign. Is that a sign or is that a well? Oh, it looks like a well, huh? Look how curved the roof is. Jeez, down at the bottom here. Got a spinning, yarn spinning, spinning wheel. Oh, mama's home. Hey, mama's home. That's pretty crazy. Okay, I gotta help a neighbor in a few minutes. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'll probably be I don't look like the same house. Which philosopher and philosophy do I resonate with? So so are we talking about outside of religion, like outside of being a Christian? Like let's uh, Plato was pretty kick ass. Um, yeah, Plato was pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if I have a favorite. A lot of them went yi and hui to and fro. I mean, if you read their popular stuff, it's popular for a reason. But if you look into them and read all of their stuff, a lot of times they threw. It seems like they just threw a lot of stuff at the wall, and whatever stuck is what you know. Yeah, but yeah, but philosophies. I'm a Christian. I follow the theology. There's like so. I tell you. Uh, do you know who Carl Jung is? I learned a lot from him. Um, but he's more of a let's see popular philosophers. Plato. Let me get off the screen. I've read I have not read much of Kant. I've read some Descartes and a lot of Nietzsche because it was the cool thing to do. Confucius. Hold on. This book is. What if somebody borrowed it? I've got a bound and ribboned book. I actually started to read it. There's on my YouTube channel. There's a video. I was going to start reading a chapter a day, but then I got the very first day after posting that I got contacted to continue doing live, so I continue to do that instead. So that I don't I'm not very educated in Spinoza or Kent philosophy, not Mendoza. Focus on moral. That's Mendoza. Spinoza and Kant or Kent? Are you talking about? Kant? Kant? I'm thinking you're talking about Kant. I'm guessing you are. Divide modern philosophy between 17th century rationalism and idealism. Spinoza proposed that God and nature are one infinite substance, pantheism, governed by absolute necessity, while Kant thought to lift human appearance to make room for faith. Moral freedom, separate, unknowable. Well, I don't deny free will, that's for sure. Let's see, Kant. Kant agreed that human beings cannot know things in themselves. I do disagree with both. So far, on a cursory or on a very shallow reading of it, I'm going to look into that, my friend. What's up, Soames? I resonate with Albert Camus. Grew up with the same shithole, and men both know how to do it. Coconut Grove Fire. Oh, the nightclub. Oh, right. I guess I could have just read the nightclub. Coconut Grove Fire. Yeah, man. 77 years later, that was. I remember watching the 77th year a documentary. Man, dude, these Albert Einstein was a fan of Spinoza. Hey, brother, hey, I love this stuff. I I love, especially when it's. I'm glad we're alive now because education, natural education, like remember 1665 was when Isaac Newton invented calculus, right? This is in 1665. So you had few people giving a lot to further humanity's education, and to see how that's worked over. And now it's just like people are just like tip, 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 adding little things like, but it's very interesting to see things like that Einstein was a Spinoziast. Um, I wonder at the end of his life, I believe. Well, we could talk about that absolutely. I'm supposed to have left 3 minutes ago, but let's finish up this here, and then on tonight's stream, the 4 to midnight stream. If you're still down, we can get into it. Well, we can go deep. That'd be great. I love it. All right, Camus, Albert Camus, French philosopher, novel, journalist. What was his philosophy? The absurdity of life and the inevitable ends in death is highlighted in his act. He believes that the absurd and being void of meaning, or man's inability to know what it means the word exists, was something that man should embrace. No, I'm 100% against that. 100% against that. The absurdity of life and that inevitably ends in death. I agree with that ish, but I'm guessing he's talking about that there's nothing after we die. I disagree with that, and I agreed with that until in my mid 40s. Know where we exist was something that man should embrace. So recklessness, do whatever you want to anybody to get to where you want to get, because it doesn't matter ultimately. Is what it's on the surface what it seems like. Did Albert Einstein? Yes, he made multiple. Yes, very, very, very big mistakes. Huge. Most of his stuff was mistakes. We only hear about the good stuff. Albert Einstein's mistakes. Okay, rejecting gravitational waves. Let me get this off the screen here. He rejected gravitational waves and he rejected black holes. He called it his greatest mistake was introducing the cosmological constant to form a static model. He didn't want to believe in creation so bad that he lied. And he said, here's something that doesn't exist, but it should in order for the universe to have existed forever. But remember, he didn't know at that point that the universe was expanding. Then he met Hubble. Hubble used to go to that 100 centimeter, 100-inch telescope that he had access to, and over the course of some years he noticed that the universe was expanding. When Einstein saw that, he said, "Yup, I was wrong," and that was it. So he put in after he found out that it was most likely that we were created. He said this famous thing: God does not play dice. Other errors include E equals MC squared. The cosmological constant in 1917 was meant to keep the universe static, calling it his greatest blunder. Oh, it says it right here. His greatest blunder after Hubble discovered the universe is expanding. Gravitational waves. Despite the consequence of his own general theory of relativity, he doubted the existence of gravitational waves, and even wrote a paper attempting to disprove them. He said that black holes do not exist because he didn't believe in the ending. He thought the universe was just always here. And then he said if the universe was expanding, that means that it had to start somewhere. And he didn't believe he didn't believe in God. He didn't believe in that we were created. And then after he learned that the universe was expanding, if in order for it to have expanded, it means it must have. If you rewind time, it all comes down to one point. Well, who ignited that point? And that's when he said God doesn't play dice. Black holes, quantum mechanics. Einstein resisted the quantum nature mechanics, so he was wrong about that. E equals mc squared. Einstein made mistakes in his 1905 and subsequent derivations of his famous mass energy formula. Other errors: expansion of the universe, deflection of light. He notes that he underestimated the amount of light that could be bent by gravity. He spent decades working on a unified field theory, which was a waste of time. A waste of time. You're killing me, Smalls. Hey, comrade! Your shallow explanation you can only understand after reading his books, or at least read. Right? Yes, shallow. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So I wouldn't put my signature on it. Absolutely, and I want to look into it more. You're killing me, Smalls. What animal is violently bipolar besides humans? Chimpanzees, to the absolute 100%, unless by polar bears. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. I hope you have an extra pair of Tony Whiteys for your ice storm tomorrow. I do. That's not tomorrow, I don't think. Oh, yes, it is tomorrow. It is tomorrow. Yes, my bad. I thought it was Friday. What up, brother? Sweden? Switzerland? Switzerland? The human. All right. I'm gonna be late. It's gonna take me 10 minutes to get there, I'm supposed to be there. I'm supposed to be there in 7. The chimps are technically our cousins. So what other animal? Dude, I want to say bipolar bears because that's funny. That was funny. Bipolar bears. That's funny. That's funny. So I worked at the Maryland Zoo in Baltimore for a bunch of years. I've seen a lot of animals. Most of them, none of them flip like that, like going from happy to like a murderous rage. Chimps. Cats too. Cats definitely, like, they'll go from loving you to hacking away at you, and then they go back to being like, oh, I own the world. Everything must be burned down. I own the world. Bonobos, face ripper monkey. We talked about that last night. Oh, Whiskey, I don't think you were here yesterday. Yeah, we actually got into that last night's stream. We looked up the videos. The guy got there's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. All right, I gotta go. All right, I gotta go. I gotta take care of my neighbor. I gotta carry in their groceries and deliveries. I'm actually weary of monkeys, apes. Brother, they are diabolical as hell. I said this yesterday. I'll say it again here because you didn't hear it yesterday. They know how to make you suffer. When they attack, when they don't kill you, they often, in packs, without seeming to communicate with each other, they'll chew your nose off so you can't smell for the most part. They'll chew your lips off, but they'll leave your teeth and tongue so you can eat, so you survive. They'll chew your thumbs and some fingers, but rarely ever chew all of your fingers off. They'll chew your testicles off and leave your doolally so you can, I guess, still have sex, but you cannot reproduce. And they'll chew off your big toes so it's hard to stand. And then they'll just leave you be. I want to be a guinea pig. Dude, real. If you're here in about an hour, we'll get into that too. You are a lab rat, Zara. Cheeks, yo, gonna kiss you. What's going on, Cheeks? They attack genitals, the things you need. Right, right, but not your dingaling. They'll chew off your testicles so that you can't reproduce. So they basically fight for the future. They know that you're not going to reproduce, so that, like, I guess that your kids won't come after them in the future. So I don't know what I mean. Obviously, I can see. uh, all right. So let me. Yeah, I got 4 minutes. All right. So I'll head out of here now. I'll see you guys back in about an hour. And hugs and kisses, everybody. I'll see you guys shortly. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.